Hello people. Well, just an update about what's going on really. Sorted a few problems out with the van. Tyre valve and all that's fixed and bits and pieces. The taxi, I had a really, so far so good, a really lucky escape because it could have ended up costing me about £2,000, and it turns out it wasn't as serious as my mechanic first thought it might have been. So that's fixed, although it had its had its special council test the other day, yesterday actually, and it's got a bottom ball joint gone, which is a whole wishbone. That's got to be done on Monday. So I'm still on a site. I've gone from non-electric over to electric for a week just to see what charge my batteries up and that, because although I've got 320 watts of solar panels, this time of year it just don't seem to be enough for what I'm using. Although everything's 12 volt pretty much. So I've gone over to, because I'm on electric hookup, I've plugged most of the things in mains. I've also got like this oil filled radiator. It's a bit big for the van really, but I've plugged that in as well, saved me diesel heater. So all that's running good. And what else has been happening? Oh yeah, YouTube videos about new DVLA requirements. Oh please don't get me started. Please, I'm pleading with you. I'm pleading with all of you. Please stop uploading videos about DVLA requirements. There are thousands of them out there. We all know what the new requirements are. Stop uploading them, because they keep coming up on my notifications, and that's all I see is new DVLA rules, new DVLA rules, new DVLA rules. I'm thinking, how many times have people got to upload it? You know what I mean? Oh my god. Anyway, what are the rules? No, I mean basically 2 windows on one side, motor caravan type graphics, and an awning rail. That's all you got to worry about. Move on. So anyway, that's me rant about. It happens like that though. As soon as there's something new in the motorhome world or the self-build world or whatever, everybody uploads a video about it, and then before you know it, you're going, oh, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one. We need some sort of system, where people take control of it. Say, right, I'm doing that one, I'm doing that video. You know what I mean? I know it's only people that we're subscribed to, mainly that we're subscribed to, and so that's how we get loads of videos. So the general wider population of the world don't get all the notifications. But yeah, so yeah, it does make me laugh though when I keep seeing all these things come up time and time and time and time again. It's a bit like meetups, isn't it? When you go to a meetup, and I've actually sort of, I don't really do it anymore. Like you go to a meetup, and everybody you know has uploaded a video from the meetup, which is good because everyone's got an individual take on it, so it's the experience that they've had at the meetup and so on. But when I combine all of those from a meetup, and I think actually they've covered everything. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. It's I'm not a great videographer or creator, I suppose is the word, YouTube creator. So perhaps if I learnt more about it, I'd become a bit more in tune with it, then perhaps I would make much better quality videos, much better content. But all my life I've been one of them people. I was having this conversation with someone yesterday, funny enough, and a conversation with my brother about it the other day. I don't I don't tend to specialise in any area of my life, whether it's personal life or professional life. I don't really tend to specialise in anything at any level. So what I mean by that is I don't sort of pick up with something and then run with it and then just do that. It's hard to explain. Like some people, for example, that they might take up. I've got lots of hobbies. I do lots of things, but not very well, you know. But some people might say, "Well, I want to be a photographer. I want to take photographs," and they'll throw everything at it, and that's what they do. Some people say, "Well, I want to make YouTube videos and be a content creator." So they get their content, they focus on it, they learn everything about it, how to present it, they research it, they look at the analytics, they do, you know. No, I make a video and upload it. That's it. So I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but my life has always been from a young boy. My life's always been in chaos. My work life's always been in chaos. My private life's always been in chaos. My education was always in chaos. My relationships have always been in chaos. Everything in my life is in chaos constantly. And when I compare that with, say, someone like my brother, he is like the polar opposite. Everything in his life has to be ordered. It has to be, you know, black and white. It has to be numbered, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know. And he can't do number 2 until number 1's completed. Can't do number 3 until number 2's completed. Whereas me, I'd start at number 4, give it a bash, then maybe go back to number 1, and then maybe even jump to one that's not even on the list. So that's how my life has always been, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. In many respects, it's not a good thing. I mean, I had a friend recently who's retired, and he's one of these people. He's the same age as me. He's one of these people that has to have order in everything he does and stability. So he started a job when he was 18, and he absolutely stayed in it, day in, day out, relentlessly. But it meant that when he got to my age now, he can retire. That will never happen to me. I will never be able to retire because I've never had that. And you know, you get to say he'll buy a brand new car and he'll have it until it's dead. He'll buy a brand new motorbike, he'll have it till it's dead. And he's been in the same relationship since he was a teenager. He's been lived in the same house. You know, the first house he bought, same house. So he needs that. He needs that security, stability. You know, I've never needed that. So but I can see that's how most people might. A version of that is what most people live like, and I can't live like that. What am I ranting about anyway? Yeah, chaos and order. Yeah, it's some people are very ordered, and you need those sorts of people. So if you've got someone, for example, who's a doctor, like a surgeon, you know, brain surgeon, airline pilot, you know, those sorts of people, they have to be ordered. They have to think methodically. They have to be like that. Computer programmers probably are the same. I could never do jobs like that because my brain is chaotic all the time. It's probably why I like living van life, and I can see the benefits of it, and I can enjoy it, and I can look walking across here. So I can do all those sort of things, whereas the ordered people, not so much, perhaps. So yeah, it's me ranting on. What am I talking about? Absolute load of crap. We've got the telly on in the background. Carry On Teacher. I used to like that. See, that's the other thing. Being a chaotic person, when I was at school, I absolutely hated it. And I hated it because of the order, the constant need for order and rules and regulations and those sort of things. I like to just get on with it, you know, be left to get on with it. And many years later, when I went to college, it was like a relief because I chose the subjects. I chose the days on which those subjects would be held. Sometimes I might not go to that class, I'd go to a different one. And then I went on to university and I did the same thing. So I could decide what ones I went to. And that in itself would have been chaotic, you know. So I could have had one class on a Monday and the second part of that class would be on a Thursday. And, you know, even that was chaotic. But I sort of thrive in that environment. Yeah, and I suppose van life's a bit like that. It's sort of chaotic because you never know what's around the corner. You never know what's happening next. You know, in 1 minute you could be in a field or in a park up in the Peak District, and the next thing you find yourself in the south of France. You know, you could decide to go to Portugal for the winter, or you could go to Scotland. You know, it's that chaotic, that openness, that freedom. That's how I think most van dwellers like to be. Don't even know why I uploaded this video now. I suppose I was just getting a bit, I don't know, a bit concerned. I was not bored, but a bit concerned that I hadn't put a video up for a while. And the last one I did put up was about the troubles with a van and a taxi, which now fairly almost sorted out. So what's new? What else is happening? What else is happening? Let me just think. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, I did manage to finally get rid of my cold. 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks. Colds normally I only have them for 3 or 4 days. 2.5 weeks I had it. Started off, it felt like I had razor blades in my chest. Then I had, you know, your normal cold and flu and bunged up nose and pains in your sinuses and all that. And then normally, I mean, I wouldn't go to the doctors. I didn't go to the doctors because you phone up the doctors, you know, and it's like, is it urgent? And I'm like, well, it's a bit more urgent than if I didn't phone you, you know, if I didn't need to phone you. And then it's like, well, we can fit you in 3 weeks' time. Now, for most, well, I would suggest for everything you need to go and see a GP for, if they give you a 3-week appointment, there's no point. Because most of those things, or nearly all of those things you need to go to GP for, is going to be cleared up within 3 weeks. The only reason you really go to see a GP is to get some medication that you can't get over the counter that's going to help whatever it is you've got clear up quicker. Anything that's going to be lasting more than 3 weeks, you need to go to A&E. You know what I mean? Or any breaks or sprains or anything like that, you know, really. Anyway, that's me ranting and raving. I'm going to make a cup of tea and oh no, actually I'll tell you what else happened. Last Thursday I went to the NEC motorhome show. How could I forget that? See, my chaotic. I went with my mate Lee and some of these motorhomes, they were all £52,000 upwards. I think 52 was the cheapest, or it might have been 40. There was a couple for 45 camper vans, but the motorhomes, you know, 52 upwards. There were some beautiful ones. I love the Auto Trails. I love them. And I decided if I ever had one, I'd have to have one with a fixed bed. But yeah, loads of room inside them, isn't there? Loads of room. Do love them. But it was, you know, much of a muchness really to walk around there. Motorhomes, a few camper vans, motorhomes, caravans, loads of caravans. You know, probably won't go to that one again, the NEC, but I'd like to go to the one that they held in, is it Leicestershire? Leicester? An open air one. I'd like to go to that one. I think that's around about May time, I think. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to go and make a cup of tea and get ready for work and earn some pennies. Have a great day. See you soon.